Peace and blessings, everybody. I am so excited to be here tonight with my Village family from Asheville, North Carolina. I've known Beth for over 30 years. I can't believe that. We look like we're 20, don't we?
I know, but we look good. We look good.
We get that melanin pop. I am the CEO and founder of Village Sis Doula, LLC. I am one sister in a village who is a doula. A doula is someone who provides physical, mental, emotional, spiritual support, most importantly, education as it relates to bringing life into the world, right? We are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in childbirth, and it doesn't matter how much money you make, where you live. Serena Williams, she even has a birth story, okay? But one thing with Village Sis Doula is that it takes a village. So we have a village full of so many people who have expertise in different areas. There is no excuse not to support your village. So we are starting a Village Sis Doula Scholarship Fund, and I asked Beth and her husband Kendall to really to make products in order to raise funds for the Village Sis Doula Scholarship Fund. I do have another village fam. Her name is Sunday with the Black Sheep. So this round she will be making the t-shirts and hoodies. But I asked Elizabeth and her husband to make the face masks and mugs because a small portion of just a small portion of money can really help a family. We not only provide financial support, but food. There's so many things that's needed in our village right now. And doulas are a resource in the community to say, hey, sis, brother, you're not alone. We are in this together and we support each other. So with that being said, Village fam, please introduce yourself and all the talents and everything that you do. I'm just so excited. I'm glowing. Hello. What you do.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Johnson. This is my husband, Kendall Johnson, and we own KB Print Creations. We started a little over a year ago, just actually making t-shirts, and then it turned into masks. And then a couple of months ago, we decided to go ahead and do an LLC with it. So our company is KB Creations LLC, and we have another business, as I was telling Sis, that'll be on another platform a different day, but this is just one of 2 that we have. And then my husband and his sister, they actually have a catering service. So I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, it's a catering service by the name of KJ's Deli that we started, what was it?
April of last year.
No, I think it was 2018, actually. Yeah, okay. April of 2018. And we were actually in a location, and we came out of that location and just went strictly into catering. And I mean, of course, everybody's been hit hard since COVID. But again, with everything that you do, like I said before, we try to take the slow approach, just do all of our research, do our due diligence to make sure that we have all our ducks in a row before we jump out there, and it was just one of those situations where we took time to make sure that we established relationships, communications with certain individuals, as well as the community. I went out and actually talked to certain people, and I asked them how they felt about certain situations, and if we were to do something, would you support, that kind of thing, just to make sure that you build a nice, strong customer base, before you even put yourself out there like that. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, thank you for sharing. It's so important to have. It's so important to have multiple streams of income, build that generational wealth. My son is 8 years old. He is the CEO of his own business, right? He tells his friends, I make my own money. I don't have to work for nobody. So I said, if you go to college, it's only to add on what you already have and what you can do, right?
That's right.
Take ownership of your skills and talents and know your worth, right? He said he don't want to clock in from 8 to 5. He said he wants to make what he wants from every hour or something. But we're seeing that in our children. So Village Sis Doula is a village, but our babies are watching us and building generational wealth.
Right.
You know, back in the day, we had our own, our own financial system and very supportive of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So bringing that back, right? So I'm reaching out to Asheville. I have, villages everywhere, even in Africa, right? I spoke to a lady today from, I think, Nigeria. But bringing it all together, bringing the culture back, even doula work came from us, right?
Right.
We were the wet nurses. We were the ones to help bring the babies in the world. We were the one who knew about the herbs and holistic care because we couldn't go into the medical system. So we knew how to cultivate those things in our home. So bringing our history back, right? And I love how in Asheville, I'm seeing all our businesses coming back. I get so excited.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, our youngest, like you said earlier, it's all about the education. Our youngest is 4 years old, and all she wants to do is help. Anytime she sees us working or doing whatever we're doing, she'll literally go get her little desk set up out of her room and bring it in here, pull out her little play laptop when she sees us on the computers. And she wants to, and when we're making shirts, we're making products, she wants to come in and in any way she wants to try to be involved. A part of that. And I think really that's like fundamental, you know what I mean, in securing their future and making sure that we set up the road, to make the path easier for them.
Right.
I can say we're both in the process right now of trying to establish our business to the point where they don't have to hit nobody's clock. I don't ever want, my two youngest anyway, I don't want them to ever have to worry about punching in on somebody's 9 to 5 and allowing somebody to tell them what they're worth.
Right.
We both still work full-time jobs in the midst of what we're doing now. And we're just trying to, get to a point where we're financially stable in the business to where we can, even if it's one at a time or if it's both of them, go in there one day.
Get that notice.
And throw them 2 fingers up and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we're just trying to expand on, these, multiple, ideas, because you can have several businesses. You don't have to have just one, so that means like you don't just have one thing you can do great in your head. We all got greatness in us. So it's just a matter of it being pulled and you taking that risk and you having that certain type of fire to just say, you know what, I'm going to do it. And that's what we did. Instead of just like continuously talking about it late night and everything. No, let's do it. Let's start somewhere. Did we have all the equipment? No. Did we know everything? No. So a lot of this is like self-taught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Almost all of it is, to be honest.
All of it self-taught. Especially when you start getting into like the printing business and everything. I mean, it's so much to it. It's a lot to it. At first you think, oh yeah, I can go and I can just press this out and, sell this. No, it's more of, I guess, intricate details to it. So I guess starting this has made us grow, not only as a business, but as individuals,
Even though we have a platform, platform to work with, we literally, and by myself more than anything, have taught ourselves how to actually build websites. Never done it before. You know what I mean? But again, it's all about the education. It's all about what you're willing to learn, what you're willing to do. Are you willing to take that risk? And even though we started the print side of things under KJ Creations LLC.
KB.
Excuse me.
Not KJ's Deli. It's so much on KJ's Deli, KB Creations.
But even though we started Creations a year ago, we jumped out there and we started a whole nother business, a whole nother website, that fell under the same umbrella just on a whim, you know what I mean? And in the midst of still learning what we needed to know and doing what we needed to do, making this transition with the printing business, was like, hey, you know what? While we're doing this, let's just go ahead and start another website. While we still learning this, while we still building this.
Yeah, so I love that. There's 3 things that I'm hearing from you is stepping out on faith, knowing your work, starting a legacy, and knowing your shit, right? I love it.
Yeah.
And that one thing I tell my son is you may not know everything, but you can learn anything. So I'm hoping that
Right.
whoever listens to what we are saying today to say, step out on faith, right? But also have your plan in order, okay?
Right.
But step out on faith. One of my elders, two things that my elder said to me for advice that was beautiful is that words are powerful, as well as manifestation and prayer. And also, we are natural alchemists, right? We are able to make something that you won't even perceive as value into value, but really bringing that value to where we can own that, right? Not somebody else taking the value from us.
Right.
And that goes from business perspective to our history, to our culture, because we are beautiful people.
Again, right.
We are beautiful.
Right.
And all over. And I say melanin, right? The reason I say that is you birth minority health disparities, infant mortality 2 to 3 times more likely, not only in what you consider the Black community, but there's the melanin in your skin, right? So in Africa, we are beautiful. My husband's from North Sudan. The melanin in your skin. So in Africa, you're Nigerian, you're Sudanese. But here in America, Black or African American. So that's why I say melanin, because we are all over the world, and these health disparities not only exist here, but in other regions too. But working together collectively to bring us together and saying, look, you may not know this. I reached out to Beth and I said, this is your area of expertise. Let me know what I need to do. That also gave me relief because we don't have to do it all on our own. I reached out to Beth and was like, Beth, that's your area of expertise.
Yes, it is.
I trust you, and I'm going to let you do what you do. So if you...
I got you.
Yeah, that's it. And that's another thing about the village is that it alleviates some of that stress. Our community, we have a lot of stress, but knowing that, Village Sis, Village Brother, or whatever you identify as, even if you don't identify as a female or male, that you have that support, you have somebody else who has expertise, and really use that innovatively to really financially compensate everyone who assists you to as well.
The sad part is that we've allowed life and the country that we live in as melanated people tear us down so bad over the years that we don't know how to come together collectively and help build each other up. So I mean, to do what you're doing right now, hats off to you. You know what I mean? Because this is very, very, very important.
Yes.
To bring our people back together as a community and to uplift one another. And the sad part is that, like we come out here and we hit the pavement, we'll beat the pavement, and you'll be surprised, like even in the city, your hometown that you grew up in, that we don't have enough of us supporting one another, to uplift us, to actually buy from you, to bring back that community feeling where I know my brother or my sister got my back, and we don't have that like we used to, not when we were kids.
Yes, it's so important. Even the history in Asheville, my grandma Portia, Eagle Street, the YMI Culture Center. We have a history in Asheville.
Yeah.
Not to mention even the Biltmore House. There's a history behind that we are not even shared with. But bringing that back, not only from an economic standpoint, but for women or whatever, whoever you identify as, after you have that baby, coming home to a village, not coming home to an empty home. And that village perspective is even in other cultures. So bringing that back, because infant mortality is real, maternal mortality, bringing all of the love and union together, because we are in this together. And one thing from the pandemic, we are seeing that I love seeing all those businesses, and I just get excited. But one other last thing I want to say is one advice from my elders is to say, how much money you make an hour at your current job? How can you make that on your own? Right. And I was like, wait a minute, and I start adding numbers. I do the same thing with my son. He's awesome in math. You gotta count that dollar, baby.
Count the money.
You gotta count the money. So I love what you shared about your businesses, your catering, your marketing, because when we have events, everybody needs food. Everybody needs
yeah.
marketing. There is no excuse not to support each other locally.
That's right.
I don't know Walmart. Walmart is straight, but I want to support people from my community and circulate that dollar. I love how you said you step out on faith. You study and research your niche before you have your expertise. And Beth was on point. I was like, yo, sis, I'm gonna leave that to you, okay?
yeah, because you have to, I mean, and it does go back to that support system, because you may be great at something that I'm not so good at, you know, so we can't do nothing but just bounce off each other, and collectively we win, you know. So when you told me about this, and it was like, yeah, that's not even a question. Look what you're doing. Yeah, we got you. You know, what you want? Masks, t-shirts, bud. I mean, what do you want? You know, so we just want to support you in, you know, the village in any way, you know, that we can possible, even outside of, you know, the business. Whatever you need, just you call on us.
That's just like us. I mean, she's the creator when it comes to everything, and I'm the tech. So that's how we come together. I mean, I got perfect eyesight, but I can't see straight to save my life. And you give me something, it'll be crooked. It's supposed to be straight, it'll be crooked. But when it comes to the technical, she can't.
I mean, it really is a yin and yang. Like, I like to create, and that's what I tell him. Just give me my space to create. But when it comes to technology and here, you have it. You know, you do the books, I create, and it just works. You know, so I'm just trying to think of anything else as far as the businesses and so forth. Website coming soon next week.
Yes, beautiful.
Have the contact information and the little person.
That's part of the village. And if she looks so much like Beth.
Little person. She has so much personality. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot too. You know, so you wanted me to mention my makeup.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually probably end up more so branching out on my own, you know. So videos and tutorials, I will start doing more of that. If you like my look, it's simple. I mean, only 2 seconds. I know a lot of ladies are not into like heavy makeup or anything. You don't have to be, you know, it's just a choice. And whatever, however, if you even want lipstick or you just want a mascara, beauty is everywhere, you know. So that's another thing.
Spoiler alert, that's going to be one of our next ventures.
Yeah,
we're actually going to try to create a beauty line. You know what I mean? For sisters out there, you know, because I know y'all are some beautiful women without it, but at the same time, that only enhances your beauty. So we're trying to put together, you know, something and again, research the proper products, you know, for our skin, to make sure that we, you know, give y'all the best possible products that we can.
Yep.
That is beautiful. And also I do mentor other individuals who are in business, are wanting to pursue entrepreneurship. And one thing that is so important to have your profile, your professional photos, right? I don't know nothing about makeup, okay? I want to make sure it looks cute, not curious.
I get it.
But having your professional profile picture, right? Having your professionalism and marketing yourself and those things, and even when you have your photo shoot, how you feel is very impactful, right?
Right.
So Beth, I mean, that's another area of expertise. So one thing, sharing our talents together collectively, it is beautiful. I want to be respectful of your time because we're parents to little ones, and my little man is quiet right now, and I'm like, oh my God. But please support. Please support the Scholarship Fund for Village Sis Doula, LLC. Those funds go to in so many different areas, right? And not only are you supporting Village Sis Doula, but you're supporting Beth Kendall and their family. And also their success, the babies are watching them, right? So they can say, look, I want to be like Beth and Kendall. I want to do like this doula. And we can make that happen, right?
Yeah.
We can say, you know, you can have an internship with Beth and Kendall, or you can have an internship with me. So this is very beautiful. This is building the village. So when you buy, Thanksgiving coming up, let's really make this the Friday.
Yeah.
The Friday. Okay? The Friday to support. Like if you buy a mug, we're gonna put the prices and everything out there. But if it's just $10, right? It's not about Village Sis Doula. I say I'm one sister in a village, but it's a whole village, and we need to support each other. And I love you. I love y'all partnership. Y'all look like newlyweds, and that's empowering too. I'm making them blush. That's empowering too. The love and support each other. In partnership. My hubby and I think it's been 20 years. I done lost count. I can't believe it. But that partnership together, that yin and that yang. Okay, I'm a little high. I'm a little up here, and he's like,
I gotta talk to my.
So I would love to see the baby girl. Where is she?
Sonic pet. I want a Sonic pet like that.
Okay.
Just got louder and louder.
Oh, she is so precious. Well, I thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing us and inviting us. Like, this is our first maybe together type interview. So
yes, it's beautiful. And I'm definitely going to be contacting you for makeup for those who need for their professional photos. I know you're good with styling too. I'm good with stars. That's good with the styling.
I do.
So one last question. Do you travel?
Well, haven't been right now.
Okay.
And haven't been. But if the opportunity presented itself.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So my brain is rolling because I just thought of some couple things.
Now you got my brain rolling.
Because I do know some photographers. They're photographers, but then when you go to a photographer, you need someone to help you with your design that really gives the appeal of what your business is about, right? And your makeup, right? I had a village sister do my makeup, and I was like, oh, wow, right?
Yeah.
I was walking a little different. So.
A little peppy step, huh?
So it's important. So you got your marketing from you got your marketing from it was beautiful. You have your marketing from your clothes, which is in your house, also marketing from your makeup. And then you can have like your little brunch right where you having your photo shoot. And the mountains are beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna have my next photo shoot in the mountains. Okay. And you know who I'm gonna hit up? I'm gonna hit up the village. My big bro Gene gonna bring me some smoothies. I can't have caffeine. But it's gonna be beautiful. So so as we end, is there anything that you want to say in closing?
Thank you.
Most
importantly, thank you. You know, we're excited for the cause, and everybody just show up and show out. You know, even with the donation, you can give a donation, even if you don't even want to purchase anything. You know, hit Cassie up. Say, I just want to give. So this is the season. This is the time. What better time and what better cause? So I just want to say again, thank you. I'm sounding repetitive right now, but this is truly a blessing. It really is. It gives me chills right now because of, you know, the work that you're doing, you know. So once again, salute to you, Cassie, you know, for bringing us all together, you know, even in the networking aspect of it. You know, I know you, but guess what? Through this, I'm going to get to know many more people, you know, as brothers and sisters, you know, that I can reach out and say, hey, girl, you know, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then that's how you build, you know, and the strength in numbers. So let's go. Let 2021 be the year that no one even expected of blessings all over the place. Physical, financial, spiritual, everything. We just gonna go ahead and claim it and put it out there in the universe. So
yes, and thank you for what you're doing. You have so many talents. I just thought about makeup. I'm like, yes, sis, Beth. You know, my son yesterday, he's very honest, and he said, Mommy, that's not for you. So I'm so blessed. And I like that honesty. It's important, you know?
Gotta meet him.
Beth and Kendall, what you have and what you're doing is amazing. The babies are watching you. Stay tuned because like Beth said, we're going to get this popping. We got work to do. But stay balanced while you're doing it too, okay? It's not much about hustle. It's about peace, but uplifting and loving each other in a village to allow each other to have that peace.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and I'll be connecting with you this weekend. Mwah. Peace, love, and light.
Bye.